What up? Man, this is the Stu Showcase, a.k.a. the Beat Club Podcast. This is your host, Motivate Marin, here with my brother,
Artificial AV.
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm just kind of sad. Loops ain't here on Father's Day, man. You know, we always super salute him because he stepped up to the plate for a kid that's not his. So,
yeah.
But yeah.
That's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what being a father is all about. It ain't always blood, man.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless of what, man, we are the creators of the Stu Beat Showcase. We bring to you the Beat Club Podcast, where producers are heard. The best place to hear new beat makers from around the globe. Here we keep it real about the music and cut to the facts with the help of our special guests and listeners worldwide. If you wish to join our Beat Club Podcast community, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Beat Club Podcast, and join our private producer group on Facebook by searching the Stu Beat Club. I always get ahead of myself when I'm the A mic. But how are y'all feeling? How's everybody feeling, man? We got Eboane Aud in the building. What's up, man? How you feeling, my brother?
Fantastic. I'm
Yeah.
I'm beautiful right now.
We got Melody Music filling in for loops. Yeah, man. So we here, man, on a Father's Day. And we had that conversation, too. We were like, are we going to do the show on Father's Day? And I was like, fuck that, man. Let's just do the show, man.
Yeah, why not?
You know, why not, man? And ultimately, too, man, y'all, they don't be showing Father's Day that much love anyway, man. You know, you ain't got to wait in line at a restaurant on Father's Day and shit.
Yo, for real.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be easy to get in everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, thanks to everybody that reached out, hit me with a text and all of that, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's an honor and a privilege to be a father, man. I'm blessed, man. My daughter teaches me every single day.
100% on that one.
Yo.
Every time you think you figured it out, nah, they teach you some new shit.
Yeah,
Kids are like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm not a father, so I wouldn't. But
Nah, but I see how you are with your nephews.
Yeah,
man.
I love them. Those are my boys.
Yeah.
Literally, I love them like they're my own. I mean, I have a couple other nephews and nieces, but they're the youngest, and I adore them and definitely empower them as much as I can. They definitely teach me something new every day.
Yeah, I always view it, as it's always the derivative of, right? So as an uncle, you are their father. You know what I'm saying?
That's what my brother
Your
told me,
cousins are your brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
My brother said that a long time ago. He's like, "That's your son," and I'm like, "Okay." And I just always treated my nephews like that.
yeah,
It takes a village anyway, so
Yeah.
you're doing the right thing.
You don't want any boneheads.
real
It
shit.
takes a village, straight up.
Yeah, man. You need people to keep you checked. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check your youngins and shit. I still need people in my life to check me when I'm doing dumb shit. But yeah, man, we got a few announcements. Next Sunday, we will not be here. We will be in New York City at Pianos. It's gonna be a dope
City.
show. Yeah, in New York City. Yes, it's gonna be a dope showcase. Y'all already know how we do. We play Keep It or Cut It live. We got a few dope beat battles lined up, a featured guest, some performances. We making sure we doing it big this time in NYC. That's Sunday, June 23rd, 9 p.m. Doors open at Pianos. That's on 158 Ludlow Street. That's in the Lower East Side of New York. $10 to get in, free to sign up. Open producer showcase. Crazy battles lined up.
Don't forget my birthday's on the 21st, so
Yes.
I told y'all I got to pull up.
Yes, we definitely gonna be celebrating Avi's birthday. So after the show's gonna run from 9 to 12, and then afterwards we're gonna go however late we want to go, man. I'll be spinning some tunes, so it'll be a party, man.
It's
So
definitely gonna be a party.
yeah. So we're gonna have a good ass time, man. And shout out to the people battling. We got my man Grand versus Flames Emoji Beats.
Shit gonna be
Crazy.
Flames emojis.
Yo, Flames Emojis.
Yo, he's
crazy.
fire.
He's crazy
Yo,
producer.
I like him off of his name, off the strength of his name, dog. I
Flames
already fuck with you,
Emoji
bro.
Beats, man.
I already got you to win, man. Don't disappoint me, bro.
Yo, Grand versus Flames Emoji. That's gonna be crazy. And then we also got what's dude's name? What he say his name is? Because we was arguing. What's we saying? Eli So True, and then
E Nest.
Okay, so he said last week.
He told me E Nest.
Yeah, and that's last we saw. So it's gonna be E Nest versus Machine Pad Manny. That's gonna be a real dope battle. My brother Balin is gonna hit the stage for a dope set. And then we have a very, very special feature guest, man, feature interview for the podcast. We have Milk D, who's going to be in the building. That's a legendary hip-hop artist and producer.
Oh, yeah.
Top Billings, one of the most sampled songs in hip-hop. Last joint that everybody can remember is I Get Money. That was a huge record. So this is a dude that made that song like 30-something years ago. And he still gets paid pretty well off of that record. And he produced that record along with Daddy O from Stetsasonic. So,
That's fine.
Yeah, man. So I'm real excited about having him come through. Then we have Sunday. No, that's actually Saturday. We got to fix that on this image here. But Saturday, July 27th, will be in North Carolina at Pinhook. Super dope venue, man. Right there in downtown Durham, North Carolina. Yeah, man. Come fuck with us,
Damn,
man.
that is a Saturday.
Get a ticket, man, before you dip off.
That's a long trip. I'm tripping like it's not a long trip.
Nah, man. So Saturday, July 27th, Durham, North Carolina at the Pinhook. Come through. Y'all already know what we doing. Live podcast, beat battles. I'll make the battle announcements. I know Skyline, yes, I got to talk to everybody, yes. But everybody is locked in, so all those battles are pretty dope. So that's Saturday, July 27th, 9 p.m. at the Pinhook. And do we still have these LFOD, the ciphers? We still have time for people to upload? Today's the deadline, actually.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, today's the deadline, man. Shout out to LFOD Radio, man, my guy Uncle Sam. We have the 5th annual LFOD Cypher, alumni Cypher coming up. So go to beatclubpodcast.com. Today is the last day, man. Sample-free music only. No waves or overly tagged beats allowed. And we've had past MCs like Joyner Lucas, Latrell James, Bakari JB, Rayel, Mike Wing, SD Knack, Killer Kowalski, Cody Pope. So many more, man. A lot of dope people have been through there spitting. So if you want your beats to be on the LFOD Cypher, you could submit today at beatclubpodcast.com. And yeah, submit as many joints as you want, man. Just follow the rules, man. No waves and don't tag the shit crazy. Just tag it at the beginning and leave it at that, man.
Or the beginning.
Yeah. So what else is going on?
Man, just shit.
Shit.
We out here.
Yeah,
we
man.
out here, man. I'm actually very excited that I'm here.
Okay.
It's the first
What's up,
time.
man?
It's the first time I've ever been on a podcast, been interviewed as a producer.
Wow.
So, and that's just that's what it is, man.
So you understand what we do here, right?
I understand because I have listened to the podcast plenty of times.
Okay.
I've been trying to get on this podcast. I've been fanboying for a good year and a half.
Right.
I guess actually no, I haven't been fanboying like that. I haven't been like, yo, let me get on. Hey guys. But like one day after the battle, I just got I got my head big, and I was like, you know what? Yo, when am I getting on this?
So, yo, it's time.
Yo, what's cracking? Nah, I didn't come at Marin like that.
All right, so our guest, the person that y'all hear speaking,
Yes.
I always knew him as Dua.
Yes, throwing out my government at any given point.
Yeah. Dua. But you went by Dua.
I went by Dua.
You went by Dua, but now known as Eboane
Eboane
Aud.
Aud. Yeah, I've been like battling with name shades. I was gonna do this off record, but I'm gonna do it here. But I was battling with like what I was gonna call myself for a good period of time. At first, I called myself Rescue because my name in English means to rescue, and it sounded cool, but I guess it gets like almost sounded kind of cocky too.
Yeah.
So it's like Rescue on the beat. It's just like, nah, man, that doesn't.
Yeah, I think I recall when you first came.
Yeah, I
to
first came to
beat
it,
club,
and I kind of like I went by that.
I do remember that.
And then I played, because you called me. He's like, "Oh, Dua," and I'm like, "Nah, man, that's not my name." And I was talking to Lightfoot the other day, and he was like, "Yo, you should just go by for Dua." And then I just decided to go by Eboane Aud, and I spell it a weird way, but
that's just dope.
And Aud is Dua backwards.
Yep.
So I figured I'm gonna just keep it like that, or and some of my friends even now just call me Aud or just call me, Dua. But most of my all the dudes I make beats for now will either call me Aud. Tayshawn Taylor. I don't know if you know who Tayshawn Taylor is.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But young dude, fire MC. We're working on the project together, and he just always calls me Aud. So it's just kind of cool now. So, but yeah, I mean, I still go by Dua, but Eboane Aud is definitely my producer name. So it's like, 2 different hats I put on.
That's what's up, man. But we're glad to have you. So
yeah.
without further ado, man, we ready to get into these beats or what, man? Y'all ready to hear some shit?
Man, I'm ready to listen.
And Melodies in the building. What up, man?
Yo. What's good? Long time, man.
Yeah, so
Nice to be back in here.
Melody is extended family, so we don't have to explain shit to you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all already know what it is. So without further ado, man, we're going to get to these beats.
Let's do it.
Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
Keep it or cut it.
All right, y'all. What we do here each and every Sunday at the Beat Club Podcast is we have a place called the beatclubpodcast.com where producers can go and upload as many fire beats as possible. That's right, fire beats as possible. We take some of these beats, place them in a folder, and play them for the first time ever on our show. We give our feedback, decide if we're going to keep or cut the beats. All the beats that are kept are placed on an instrumental mix that we release called Writer's Block, and that's just our way of showing love to the producers who show us love. Also, big shout out to Beatmakers Boutique for helping us reward dope beats from dope producers as we search for our beat of the month. Get nominated and you could win a free sound pack from Beatmakers Boutique, and that's at Beatmakers Boutique on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow them on IG and show love. And for this segment, we also want to thank our sponsor, IK Multimedia. You see us right there. You hear the sounds when they come through your speakers. So, yeah, man, that's the best reference monitors I've heard that size, period.
Yeah.
I've never seen a monitor that size that sounds that good. So salute to IK Multimedia for holding us down, the official reference monitors of the Beat Club Podcast. So who we got first up on the chopping block, man?
All right. I think we got a newbie in here, man. I don't think I've ever seen this name at all. And this is Nerd at the Cool Table.
That's what's up.
With a joint called
Another cool name.
with a joint called Restore.
All right, man. Keep it or cut it on Beat Club Podcast. Let's go. Add up. That's Nerd at the Cool Table, Nerd at Cool Table. With, what's it called? It's called Restore.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So that shit that set the mood, man. Is anybody cutting this beat?
I don't think so.
No, I think that was fire. Actually, I like that.
Pull the mic forward if you're gonna talk.
Yeah, I like the whole vibe of that. I like the way the bass danced around with that too. That was dope. It almost sounded like a live bass. I'm not sure if it was.
Yeah, it felt like it.
Yeah,
Definitely felt like it.
That shit slapped, man. I don't know, man. Any feedback?
I love the bass. His bass line was crazy. and it rode the beat perfectly. The sample itself too was also like sublime.
They
bro.
freaked it.
Like so is it 2 people or 1 person?
Nah, it's one person.
One person.
Yeah, one person.
But he freaked it. What's his name again? Cool.
Nerd at Cool Table.
Nerd at Cool Table, bruh. You got some heat on your hands. Yeah, heat. That was really good. I liked it a lot.
Hey man, that's real simple.
That's
man.
unanimous.
That's unanimous.
So unanimous. Keep that.
Yeah, we're keeping that, man. That's now you done set the bar high though, so now
Yup.
we can't hear no whack shit today.
Yeah, I almost wanted to say beat of the week, but it's too early.
Yo, that goes right up there, man.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, that's
And I love the drums.
probably gonna get revisited.
I love the drums too. That was another thing. I like the lazy swing that he had going right there too.
Yeah, like when people use the term slap, that's what they mean.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's that slap. Right there.
I was a slapper.
All right. Let me see. We got RB the Beat Man up next with Noodles.
Okay. RB the Beat Man, Noodles, Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
The flag on the play.
So did Slim Jones on Facebook.
Hey man, is anybody keeping this beat?
Not at all.
I would say no. I mean, it didn't suck. Like, if there was more layers, I think something else came in and blew my mind after, the first 8 bars or whatnot. That I think that could have changed. You know what I mean? But it felt like it was just gonna keep riding that same wave.
Yeah, it felt unfinished. Like I was waiting for something else to come in at least. But I mean, it was a cool foundation, but beat just like this, like nothing else, then I gotta cut it, man.
Yeah, it sounds like that's all it sounded like to me.
Straight to it.
My girl said that beat was trash.
Oh man.
She texted me that, yo. I'm sorry. Yanni said that, not me, homie.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
It happens. Though.
yeah, it happens, man. Good, decent foundation, but yeah, man, just
Yeah, add some more. Add some
Yeah.
nice sauce to it. Might need some curry flavor to it.
what we got next up, man.
All right. This looked like a newbie too. Next up we got Kibo Music. This is called Crossover. They coming all the way from Atlanta.
Okay.
All right, now. So keyboard
ATL.
music with Crossover, Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it.
I gave it some time.
got a lot of time, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Damn, I forgot to even put the drop on it. I was trying to hear it out. But
Like,
is anybody keeping this beat, man?
It's like I want to keep it because
Yeah.
I could hear. I don't know, man. Like I could hear somebody doing something to it, but it needed more. It was like unfinished, another unfinished beat. So I can't keep it. I gotta cut it.
Okay.
I'm on the fence because like I know I make beats like that too, where it's like super simple and I just have it go over and over and over and over. But the thing about it is when you do beats like that, there's always some small intricacy that you throw in to show, you know, the difference, and like there really wasn't. So after like saying all that, yeah, I'm gonna say cut it. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it as well. Like yeah. I mean, you hit it right on the head, man. It needed just one or two more elements to tie it together. Because even with the delay on the sample, it was cool, but I was waiting for something to bring it all together, to glue it together. Like it was just it was still all over the place. And even if an artist was on it, like, because I was trying to think from that perspective too, like maybe an artist being on it. But even if an artist was on it, it would still need those elements to influence the artist to go somewhere with it. But I mean, I like the movement of the drums. I did like the space, but it needs just a little bit more, man. So I would have even pulled out the safety, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna cut it. Melody, I think, is on the same page. He's cutting it.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the feel of it. You know what I mean? The feel was cool. You actually, it sounded like something you'd be singing over for a second.
Yeah,
you know
that's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to hear it.
it.
But like there wasn't
didn't do enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, there wasn't enough. Like basically, that's a beat where the artist saves the beat. Like he saves the whole beat by singing or rapping over it. I'm not saying I would have saved it because I'm not sitting there saying I'm that great of a singer. Yeah. I mean, I'm dope, but I'm not like, you know, gonna say I save everything. But like that is a beat that an artist would save. Like, you know, to like
possibly.
I
But
mean,
they would have to
pull something out the bag.
Yeah, they would have to really go in. They'd have to really have some crazy like background harmonies. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Like becoming the instrument pretty much on the track.
I just thought there was gonna be something coming with that, and it almost like he probably put it at the end. We should listen to it again, psych. But like, you know, it could be that, but I don't know, man.
So it sounded like a unanimous, but it was a good submission though. I wasn't mad at it at all. Somebody will rock with it on the playback. So who we got up next, man?
Yeah, we need to keep, man.
Yeah, man. We got two.
Next
cuts.
up, we got Storm Joint Productions, and this is called Your Time Will Come.
All right, Storm Joint Productions, Your Time Will Come. Keep it or cut it on Beat Club Podcast. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
Joints Productions with Your Time Will Come. I don't know, man. How y'all feel about that?
I wanted to keep that, to be honest. I think a little tweaking on it, mainly the bass, like you said. I think to match that sample you have going on, because it has a dope vibe to it. You know what I mean? And like, I think with a little tweaking, that would have been a lot better beat. But as is, that was almost to keep it for me, but not quite.
So you cutting it?
I would say cut.
All right.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like the drum sounds in it, so that was kind of having me like, sounds dull, kind of boring. Yeah, and Bass Police had my back, so I gotta cut this shit.
Yeah, like definitely decent like music composition, man. Like the music itself like was pretty dope, like, you know, the keys but once it dropped, you know, yeah, it was underwhelming, man. You know, like when the drums dropped, you know, it just didn't knock hard enough, and then the bass was just completely off. And that doesn't work. That's not gonna work, man. That's
definitely not in here.
So, yeah, I'm gonna cut it as well.
Yeah, I was on the fence, and like Avi hit it on right on the nail with the drums. The drums was the only thing that was not hitting. Everything else was, he had the changes on point, he had the sounds, the packages, all that, but the drums were like just not hitting for me. And I'm a fan of loud drums, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I like them loud.
Them shit's
I
gotta
like them
knock.
dirty.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a unanimous. Damn, man, Nerd at the Cool Table set the bar mad high.
The
facts.
bar.
Set the bar mad high.
I'm scared of him already.
Let's get one more in, man, before we get to talking shit. Who we got up?
All right, so next up we got God Money.
Yo,
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
God money.
yeah,
God
okay,
money.
All right, bro.
rich nigga shit.
Yeah.
I got you.
Let's go.
And this is called Let It Go.
God Money, Let It Go on Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Is anybody here keeping this beat?
No.
Okay. It sounds like a unanimous.
Obvious
It's a
face.
trap. Yo, it sounded like somebody got, somebody just, like you just got the trap, the trap kit.
You got this
Exactly.
the trap
Like
starter kit.
Yeah, somebody gave you the trap starter kit.
Right.
And you didn't really execute, man. Like you didn't execute. Like you
Oh, man,
you
you
had all the tools in your tool belt, but you didn't know how to use them.
Oh man,
You know
it's
what I'm
like
saying?
he literally just had everything on high velocity.
Yeah.
Everything was on high velocity.
Yeah.
Like the hi-hats were way too loud.
Yeah.
That's diet trap right there.
Yeah.
My man said diatribe.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's a unanimous cut it, man.
Aye.
But we have
Sauce.
Eboane Aud in the building, man. Thank you, man. Let's clap it up for
Yes, sir.
our
Oh,
guest
thank you,
being
thank you.
here.
Thank you.
Nah, man,
That's
thanks for coming through, man. We appreciate you, man. And just let the people know who you are, man.
I'm Eboane Aud, the Kente Kid. I was born and raised in a beautiful place called Weymouth, Massachusetts. By way of, Weymouth, Massachusetts. By way of West Africa. My mom is from Liberia. My dad is from Ghana. So that's where the Kente comes from.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of my culture. I'm repping blue right now for the Sudan. That's why I got a blue headband on. for my Muslim brothers and sisters going through it right now. Muslims all over the world are going through it too, and I'm kind of like repping for all of them. A lot of stuff's going on in China too. People don't want to talk about that, so I'm just bringing that up. But yeah, so I'm a producer, singer, poet, wannabe rapper. I have a few bars, maybe 8 or 9.
Okay.
That are fire, but I have yet to throw them on.
We might make you share some of those.
No, not today. Not today. Not today. You won't, sir. But no, I mean, I've been making beats, like seriously for the last 6 years, I believe, or no, 5 years. I've been always into it since I was a kid, but I guess never really paid attention to it. I mess around on the computer and then throw it away. But I mean, me and Mello go back. Mello knows I've been trying at it for a long time. But
you're a closet beat maker, man.
Yeah.
I literally known you for like 17 years. And I didn't even know like you had a machine until like 4 years ago.
Until 4 years ago, I told people I had an MPC before that too.
That's fucked up.
I never told anybody about it.
And slammed my head with these beats, man. I was like, damn, man. Like, now you got some heat, man. But
You sure y'all friends?
Yeah,
really?
for real. See, that's what I'm saying. See, yeah, he's not really trying to gas me up. It's like literally the other day I came to his house and played him everything because he wasn't at the battle. Yeah. And I played him everything. He was like, yo,
you smacked me right in the
he was
right
like,
in the face,
what
man,
is wrong with you? Where did that come from? And that's from years of me basically kind of hiding and like hoarding my beats to myself. And trying to better my engineering skills when it comes to mixing my beats because I do everything inside Machine and Ableton.
Okay. So
like I was really trying to find out what can I do to make my stuff louder because I just like to make my stuff loud and crisp.
Yep.
And
I struggle with that a lot too. Like I really don't know how to do it.
I got hearing problems. That's what it is.
Yeah,
honestly,
same here.
It's honestly God blessed me with bad ears, and that's why my beats are so loud.
Yeah.
And it just works for me. I mean, I have chilled out. Lightfoot has actually helped me out with a lot of my engineering. Shout out to Lightfoot. He's the sensei.
Yes, definitely.
I also got to shout out 2 people right now. One, my cousin Akoto. It's her birthday today. Shout out to you.
Happy birthday.
You'll probably hear her on one of my beats. She gave her little critique on the end of one of my beats, and I put it on there.
Okay.
And also Raw Intelligence, aka Hash Gordon.
Yes.
He's one of the dudes who really kind of showed me how to use Machine without showing me how to use it.
Yeah.
Like he kind of was like, "This is what you do," but like he never let me touch his until I bought my own. And then he was like, "Oh," and then he just kind of showed me everything, and that's kind of like I took what he gave me and basically buried myself in my room and just tapped away until I got here.
I haven't seen that brother in a minute, man.
He's incognito. He's like me.
Yeah.
We don't come out. We really don't.
He actually has a beat on my recent project too. The intro is his beat, and I got the blessing through Spender because Spender is actually who was like,
Spender's his handler.
Yeah, exactly. Spender was like, "Oh yeah, I got some beats from Raw for you," and I was like, "Yo, is it okay for me to use it?" And he's like, "Yeah, you got the blessing."
I hope he's listening right now because I will put him on blast. He literally has made us his handlers for like the last I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
Like I have beats from him that he gave to me that like I haven't used yet, but like I'm waiting for his okay.
Yeah.
And then like Spender is the guy who just doils out the beats to other people because like he just stays incognito.
One of the most talented producers.
One of the most in Boston.
In the
that
city,
is just
for sure.
Yeah, he's just underground hiding. Yeah. And like I don't know. I guess it's like the villain in us.
Yeah.
We don't want to come out until we want to do damage.
Yes.
And I think that's what his thing is. Like he came out one time, did some damage, and went right back in. And I'm probably gonna do the same thing.
So how'd you get your start in music, period, man? Because we know that you're a closet producer all these years, but you are a vocalist.
Yes, I am.
Lead singer of a band,
the Mighty Bad Rabbits.
Mighty Bad Rabbits.
Also, shout out to Tides, the soon to be Mighty Tides.
Yeah, Tides.
Tides
is coming.
Reverser. We coming with some some
Word.
heat.
Ty just come in.
Psychedelic Gospel. But anyways.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
still feel like shroom should be for communion.
Hey, man. I'm not gonna talk on that. I got my mama listening. All right, my mom takes communion very seriously. My mom's Christian; she takes communion very seriously.
Yes,
so
yes,
I'm not about to.
yes, yes.
I'm not about to say that, but I am making that psychedelic gospel for y'all who like gospel but don't understand Christianity that well. But gospel is a beautiful music, and I love sampling it. I love messing around with it.
Yeah.
But how I got into music was through the church.
Okay.
I used to sing in choir, in chorus, and my mom was like, I wanted to have my own bands and do stuff, and she was like, if you're gonna be in a band, you might as well do chorus too.
Yep.
And
I
like,
actually
she
did
kind of
chorus before too. Man.
I didn't even know I really had a voice until I started singing in church, and then like I would sing in the soprano section because I didn't know how to get out of my head falsetto, so that was like I would always automatically go there, and I would that's how I trained my falsetto to where it is now. And then like later on in life, I got moved to different sections of the choir.
Did you grow up in Methodist church?
I grew up in the Pentecostal church.
Pentecostal,
And
okay.
Pentecostal and then Episcopalian.
Oh, okay.
So I went from like black to white.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm very eclectic like that. I mean, I grew up in an all white area, but we went to church in Dorchester.
Yeah.
And then when we moved to Weymouth, there was an Episcopal church right across the street from us, and we go there. So I loved it because it was 45 minutes versus the 45 hours that I'd be in church before.
I know that life.
Exactly. So I grew up, I learned how to sing that way, and I was doing it to impress the girls, and then I realized I should try to write my own stuff, and then I realized that, like, you know, impressing girls isn't like everything because they were not really impressed. So I just kept on singing and doing my own thing, and I went to college. I went to AI, Arts New England.
I did too, man.
I met Salim Akram, the guitarist of Bad Rabbits, one of the leaders of Bad Rabbits, and I met Shield through Salim. Dropped out of college and started a band, and that's how serious I got. I was a huge disappointment to my family till I got on TV. Huge disappointment.
Yeah.
Huge, like my mom will never say I was a disappointment, but you can go ahead and nod your head.
Yeah.
Just be like, you definitely could have, because I mean I'm a smart guy. And I could have stayed, but I didn't want to apply myself with anything but music.
Bro, at AI, I would only go to my audio class.
Yep.
I did not go to any
I
core
missed
requirement.
everything.
I missed everything except audio. I would
You know it too.
I used to go to my
we used to
audio
be in
class.
class together.
Yeah.
And we didn't go. He would see me the first one in, last one out.
Yep.
I was always trying to learn stuff.
Yeah.
And like the minute I got my learning, I was just like, all right, let me get out. And I dropped out, and I started a band, and that band started as Eclectic Collective. Then we turned to Bad Rabbits. Bad Rabbits got a lot of notoriety. We went across the pond, played England, played Germany, played Amsterdam. We were on TV. We were on Jimmy Kimmel, Craig Ferguson, and Arsenio Hall, and the rest is history. And we're still working on stuff right now. We got music coming out, but I figured this was the time for me to come out my shell.
Yeah.
After I got divorced, I really realized like I was really I was really holding myself back and like hiding a lot of my talent because I didn't feel like people liked it, but I was basing it off of one person. That was spending, I was by myself and my spouse at the time. I was basing it off of like her reaction and my reaction to her reaction, and so I kind of stayed in it. But when I got out of that, I kind of grew into what I am now.
Wow!
And it takes I tell people this. Sometimes it takes like a big crushing blow to actually move you in the right direction. Yeah, and that's what happened to me. I'm sorry if I'm being personal, but
nah, I mean that's what it's about. And I mean we talk about this type of shit on this show all the time. And I tweeted this shit earlier today, man. The key to life is like really being comfortable with who you are and accepting who you are. That's what life is all about, man. Because once you do that, you
feel free.
You reach your full potential of whatever it is, whether it's music, being a better husband, being a better friend. Once you truly accept who you are and you're comfortable with that, then you don't need validation.
Right.
Validation is cool because we are artists. We want people to like it. We putting it out there, but you don't need the validation. You like the validation. You don't
Yeah,
need it.
yeah.
And so there's a difference.
I'll say this though, validation is kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because you can get validation from the wrong people.
Yes.
And that was another thing I realized. I was getting people saying like, "Oh, you should do this way or do this that way." When I started playing my beats out for other people, but I'll give a shout out to Loman too. Loman was one of the catalysts for me to get out of my shell.
Yeah.
And that wasn't him validating me. That was him basically saying like, "Yo, this is good."
Yeah.
So it's good to get that type of recognition from people to help you, but it's also like you got to make sure that like you do your research on the person that's giving you their critiques in a sense, because some of those people could have trash for brains.
Yeah.
And no, for real.
That's real talk.
That's real talk. And I'm not trying to down anybody that's, giving me bad advice or anything like that, but they have trash brains, and the people that I surround myself with now are different.
Yeah.
And we all have one common goal, which is to succeed in our craft and make ourselves better. And I learned that from the people that I put myself around, Catman included. Yeah. Catman is one of those dudes who literally he beats himself up to make good music. Yeah. And it's not like he beats himself up in a bad way. Like he literally is over critiquing while he's playing.
Yeah.
And he's already coming up with new stuff while he's playing. I'm in rehearsal with him and watching him do this. You know what I'm saying? And I take what I see from him and apply that to my everyday struggles when I'm making a beat, when I'm writing a song, when I'm writing lyrics. It's just one of those things, man.
Yeah, it's just about caring, man.
Yeah,
care about what you do.
Straight up.
Because a lot of people really don't, man.
No,
like
they don't.
They just trying to blend in and just be with the times and just put shit out there just to put it out there. So,
yo, can I call you out real quick? Because
Yeah.
I gotta call Marin out.
What's up?
I'll call both of y'all out right now.
All right, bet.
Avi, did
What
you
up?
think I won the battle? Honest.
I agree with what Marin said. There were two beats. I can't remember off the top. That's funny. I'm looking at like a clip of the video right now. But there were two beats. I was like, First Official got the edge here, and that's why he won.
Okay. So you believe that I kind of scraped by or lost? Like yes or no? You think I lost?
You lost.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you lost that bad.
And the crowd is what saved me. You think?
Yeah, I mean it's a crowd vote.
It's a crowd vote. All right.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yes, it's a crowd vote.
All right.
But because you said whoever said that, I thought it was
Spender said
accurate.
it.
Yeah, Spender
Spender
said it.
said he's like, you lost by 2 rounds.
Yeah, and I thought that was completely accurate, and it was one round, like I would say 2, but it was one round in particular where it was just like where I was like, yo, first this is what separates it. Like where it was just this one beat where I was like, yo,
Yeah.
this is it.
And I'm gonna tell you,
kind of this, you know what I'm saying? This is like the reach.
Yeah.
at the end of the finish line. That's like,
that was. I feel like my last beat was the one that kind of like put me over because it was loud and it was just
that beat was that beat was dope.
So
That shit was incredible.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that's not what I'm playing. But my thing was, I really do believe the crowd did save me on that, and I did invite a bunch of people, but I don't think a lot of them showed up.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. It was a lot of crowd reaction to my drums and the way I presented stuff.
For sure.
But with First, he had every style. He had different styles out the bag.
Yeah.
And like he kept on coming with different styles.
He was on some silent ninja type shit.
Exactly.
It was just
Yeah. He came through, gave me a couple cuts, but I had the Bushido blade on. You know what I'm saying?
It was very even. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't mad at the decision. We always like talk about that.
Were you not mad at the decision? Because the way you came out and the way you said it, he was like, "Oh, you must have a lot of friends. You must be giving everybody a ride."
Because that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me.
Mary came for my neck.
That's
He talk shit.
Yeah, that's me.
He really does.
That's
He really
me.
does.
Like that's just to let people know that I know, because ultimately, like, we've always struggled with Beat Club Podcast Live with that. Like even with the stew, like that's one thing that I've always been adamant about. Loops doesn't give a fuck. AV is kind of indifferent, but I'm always like, yo, I don't want to judge shit.
Yeah. Loops said I won. Loops literally looked me in the eyes like, you won that shit.
And
So-
Loops doesn't give a fuck. But
Yeah, bro.
like at shows and shit, like I don't want us to be the judge. Like I want us to create the platform.
I wanted y'all to be the judge.
Yeah,
That was the thing.
yeah.
I
And we've been
wanted the
talking about it.
respect.
We've been
Like-
having this discussion. Like we got to do something
Yes.
with Beat Club Podcast Lives because
Yeah,
it does
yeah.
get serious. Because initially, like the idea was, it's just like, yo, it's for fun. Obviously, it's for fun. Nobody's
it's for
winning
fun.
nothing
No.
other than just
Respect.
bragging rights and
Yeah,
respect,
respect.
and but everybody. It's just like going to a URL battle. There's no winner, right? If it's the crowd decides, it's just for us to debate, but nobody says, oh, such and such won. It's just the people online saying who the winner is. That's how URL is. There's no defined winner.
Never.
Both people get paid their rate to come battle or whatever. So
I
that's
would-
so that's the way I always looked at it. But I'm just like, yo, and I'll tap myself for I pick great battles.
You do.
And
You do. You
they
put that
actually
matched up.
and they
Sure.
actually be like really great. So it's like, all right, we gotta like
Let me-
we gotta really like do something about the judging so that
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, so that it's like everybody could feel good about it.
Can I talk about how you picked the beat, how you picked up how you matched each battle with Catman, that battle, like you put two key players together. That was ridiculous. With the other two dudes, I can't remember their names.
Who else was on it? There was 3 battles.
It was 3 battles.
Hold on.
Ill Beats and
Yeah,
Ali
yeah,
Dodge.
Yeah. They're like that was also a very like a good matchup. And then you come to me and First both met at PA's Lounge when I played my first beats and said F Teddy Riley.
Yep.
Like he came up to me and was like asking me some questions about why I didn't like Teddy Riley, and then he told me, I was like, I like the way you flipped that beat and all that. And he was one of the first producers that reached out to me. And I was following him on Instagram and he was following me. So when you put that together, I was scared AF because I was like, nah, I can't be going against my friend. This guy is an inspiration. That's like you put me against 16. I would not last against 16-bit. I would like if you put me up against my friends, people who have like literally tutored me into this shit, I'm literally not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna walk away. But I will tell you this: if you put me up against a G Wiz, a Grand Wizard, whatever his name is, I would beat him. I'd easily beat him because I feel like my style is an edge above his. I'm dead ass serious.
Calling people out.
I'm
Gee
dead ass
whiz.
serious. I've been saying this since I saw him at the last battle, and I told Mello, I'm not trying to throw Mello in the mix, but I told him like, yo, like I am original, and everybody I put myself around is original. I'm not saying that G Wiz isn't, but I'm saying that I know,
you
I
are
know
saying that he is.
you can say that. You can say that. I'm telling you right now, I feel like I could beat him. Not with the stuff that, not even with the stuff that I have now, but the way I'm evolving.
Oh shit!
I
love this kind of talk.
So you know what you're saying right now.
I love
right?
this kind of talk.
Listen.
So you know what's coming. Right?
Put me on, and I want all 3 of y'all.
It has to happen.
It has to happen. And I want all 3 of y'all to judge it.
It has
I
to.
want all 3 of y'all to judge it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Three.
We're definitely gonna
Put it
do
together,
something
man.
about the judging system. I still don't know
You
if
don't
it's
know what,
us.
but-
I still don't know if it's us.
Even if you want to just do it for us, for me and G Wiz, because it's gonna happen. He doesn't know me, and he probably thinks I'm a no name, and I ain't got my stuff out there like that. So
Nah, he's cool. He'll
Nah,
he invites
that'll
shit
be
like
fun.
that.
Yeah, that's why I like this kind of
I want to
talk.
battle him. I want to beat battle him, like personally.
Wow.
Not personally. Let me stop that. Like I want to beat battle him because like I just want to see. I want to test my limits. Like,
Yeah,
I did.
feel
I want to
you.
see like all right. Like I seen how
That's
he
a
goes.
bar. That's a
I
bar.
see how he goes, and then I want to go for him first. If I lose that battle, likely not. If I do, it is what it is.
That's a bar.
But
Okay.
I like this talk,
if
man.
if you're listening, G Wiz, let's go. Like we could come to a studio and just do it one on one. Like we don't have to have an event. I just want to see where you're at, and I want you to see where I'm at, and then we can shake hands after.
With that, we're gonna get into some more beats.
Oh,
We'll
you
just
get
gave me
into
an
more
idea,
talk a
too.
little bit later. Yeah, yeah. You know the wheels are churning right now, brother. So who we got up next, yo?
I want you. I'm sorry. But I wanted that battle.
Yo,
I
ain't
wanted
mad.
me and him
I
to
am
go
not-
first.
I am
I
not
love
mad,
it.
yo.
I love it.
I like that talk.
Who's up next?
All right, next up we got Jules Giuliano. This looks like a collab. I think it says Lee Cheristine, and this is called Kings.
All right, man. Jules Giuliano, Beat Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
Speaking of fire, how y'all feeling about this beat?
Keep that.
That's a keeper, man.
I'm very happy that we get to keep another beat.
Thank you.
Shout out to Jules, man. That shit was hard as fuck.
Hard.
It was clean
The
too.
drums there. The drums are very clean. Like, I mean, not clean for my liking, but like it was really clean. And
melodic.
Yeah, that's
And
the
melodic.
whole beat
Yeah.
itself. That's what I thought about it. Like it was a real clean
Yeah,
beat,
nice.
but it's dark though. It was
Yeah.
dark. So yeah, like it sounded like I don't know. Like it's not my personal taste, but I'm gonna keep the beat, and it sounded like some like. I don't know. I was thinking like Eminem type shit for
I
some.
was thinking
but
the same
and
thing,
it wouldn't probably necessarily be an Eminem beat, but that's just the first thing that came to my mind.
Slaughterhouse rappers,
You
for
know-
real. Like
you know what
if
I'm
Slaughterhouse
saying?
is still a
Just-
thing, Slaughterhouse rappers
You
would be
know,
all over.
like
Insta stank face for me, man.
yeah, it's a keeper. Somebody will benefit on the mix from that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's real good.
So sounds like a yeah.
I like that. Keep it.
This must be the same person.
Yeah, yep.
And they
So we
labeled
could-
wrong.
Yeah, so we could skip that.
All right. So next up we got Big Scoon with Clam Chowder.
Chowder.
Clam chowder, kid.
Chowder.
Chowder.
Killing it.
Chowder.
Killing it, kid.
Chowder. So who's this? Big Scoon. All right. I don't think we've heard that.
The Beat Club.
big Scoon with clam chowder.
10%.
How y'all feel about this, man? I'm cutting it. I'm gonna say that off the rip. It wasn't for me.
Come to me last. I gotta think about this.
I know that's kind of a tough one, man. I like where he's going with the sample and the way the sample is chopped and the whole feel with that. But for some reason, I didn't feel like the drums matched up with the sample, with the vibe of it. For some reason, maybe a little too hard with it. But that's just my opinion. But I mean, I'd have to say almost keep, but cut.
I'm gonna say I'm glad you went first because now I agree with what you said.
you
Yeah,
know
the
what I
drums
mean?
were
Like-
kind of hard
Right.
for the sample.
I
It
felt
was
it
like
could have been.
The drums were hard, but the drum pattern wasn't good though, man.
Yeah.
That's what was. I don't know.
it sound like we all cutting it.
Yeah,
That's what it sound like.
I guess the only for me, I like I said to Marin, it sounds like a beat that Doom would make. But because of the way the drums are, it's so like unedited in a sense, where it's like you can hear this, like you can hear each kick was like kind of like there's a little bit of a chop there. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I'm gonna say cut it because I don't want to be the dude who, yeah, cut it.
Yeah. Well, it's a unanimous. All right, man. Who's next up on the chopping block?
Let me scroll down.
So it's Nicole. Who's Nicole Holmes?
I don't know, man. Never heard.
It's new.
Yeah, that gotta be a newbie. Damn, breaking shit in here. This is called Doug Flute.
All right, we got Nicole Holmes with Doug Flutie or Doug Flute on Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Keep it simple, man. Is anybody keeping this beat?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a unanimous cut.
Yeah, it's a unanimous.
The flute was cool, but
I think everything was cool except the flute.
oh, for real? I thought the flute was cool.
I thought the only thing that was cool was the flute.
That's
Damn,
true.
man.
Yeah. If you did take I could hear that too. You could build around those flutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It just didn't move me. I didn't hear nobody benefiting on the mix from that.
Oh,
People
man.
on Facebook asleep. I see sleep emojis.
Damn.
Yeah.
I
So-
better not get no sleep emojis when I play my shit, man. I gotta come correct, yo. For real, if someone snores on me, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna literally go back to the drawing board hard.
So Trippy Pizza.
This is called Do It.
All right, man. This is our brother Trippy Pizza with Do It. Keep it or cut it. Beat Club Podcast. Let's go.
Turtles Part 5.
Yo,
Yeah,
That was-
man.
that
so,
was- that
so
was
that
good.
was our guy Trippy Pizza. What up, my brother? With a joint called "Do It." Is anybody cutting that beat?
nope.
Nope.
If it didn't switch, I think that would have been a cut. But
Yeah, it switched
like, I
hard.
don't even hear anybody rapping over that.
Yeah,
Like you
nah.
said, it sounds like some soundtrack shit.
Yeah.
I'd say keep.
Yo,
I'd say
Trippy,
keep that.
seriously, dog, you need to like get your beats synced for commercials.
Yep.
Because I would have bought a phone off if I heard that. No, for real. That was really really
facts,
dope. For real, man. That was dope. That was really good. I like that one for real.
Yeah, I think I'll keep it as well, just for that vibe. Like, especially as it progressed, you know what I'm saying? Like, it grew legs and progressed into something that, yeah, I could, like, for our Settle the Score segment, that,
Oh, yeah.
like,
The
I could
stew,
just,
he would've
yeah,
killed
the
that
stew, like, he would have killed that shit, and then just had that type of energy. So, for that, I'm going to use my safe keep it. I'll use the safety.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I'll use the safety, man.
I thought about it, but we only had number 9, so
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pull out the safety for it. So where you at with it? You keeping it?
yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
So man, it's like fuck what I got to say really, but I guess that's an official keep it. So we'll keep it. It's a diet keep it. It's a diet keep it. Yeah. Fuck it.
Go ahead, keep it.
Fuck it. Before we get into more talk, man, I see a familiar name, man. So why
yeah,
not?
yeah. Next up we got Kelsey. And this is called New Style 2.
All right, now my brother Kelsey, keep it or cut it, Beat Club Podcast. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Yeah, man, that was Kelsey with the new style. Yeah, man, yeah, that's the Kelsey going in his trap bag or whatever you want to call it, man, and it sounds pretty good.
Still with his shit in there too.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. The hi hats. That's what got me. The off time hi hats. That's always a clutch for me. And that was dope. I'm gonna keep it. I know you didn't even ask me, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it.
all right.
I'd say keeper. That was on some like lo-fi meets trap,
Mm.
like almost no quantized shit going on. I like that. It was off but on. I like to feel that. Keep it. Yeah.
Plain and simple. Unanimous.
Yeah, man. Keep it. So I wanted to ask you, man, like with you getting into music through church, that builds up into you going into school for music production, and you start your band. How, like, the evolution of Bad Rabbits and all that you guys have accomplished, and now going into Tides, like how does that come together like that, like to where a band comes together? You know what I'm saying? Because it's one thing, like, you guys, two guys went to school with each other,
Yeah.
you start building, but now
Yeah.
you've established yourself you've gotten to this point and you want to express yourself, your own ideas.
I feel
and
like
how does Tides
fit into all that?
all of it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does the
I
birth
feel
of
like-
Tides come from?
I feel like that was all divine. Like because what happened was with Bad Rabbits, when I got married, I moved to Salt Lake City, and I tried to do Bad Rabbits from Salt Lake, and we had management in California. So I was going back and forth to California working on new songs, and these just wasn't working out. And I feel like I almost sabotaged our band by being so far away from Boston. But when I came back, Shield had developed, our drummer had developed some issues with his back, and he wasn't able to play as much as he wanted. And so that kind of put us in a position where we weren't playing as many shows. And then Salim, our guitarist, ended up getting a job for Billie Eilish. She's this big pop star out here. I think she's got number 3 on Billboard right now.
Wow.
And he's her monitors guy. So he's been touring all over the world. So it kind of like it gave all this open time for me to focus on my craft and wait for everybody to come back so we can get back into the swing of things while Shield is recuperating and Salim is kind of getting his groove back. So kind of like everything kind of like, to me, it almost fell apart, and then it came back together. And then while it was coming back together, me and Catman rather were just messing around with music and jamming. And
So how'd y'all meet though?
we met through my homegirl Lish at the Boston Music Awards 2 years ago.
Wow.
And I was just like, yo, who is this white boy playing like he from a Kojic church? And I was like, I need to be cool with him. And we started chatting. And then one day I was like, yo, man, you want to come over to my house and just jam? And we started jamming. I had a project that I was going to work on, a solo project I was going to work on. I called it Black Block Love Story. And it basically, all the ideas kind of ended up becoming Tides ideas, and all of Christian's ideas became Tides ideas. But we just like slowly, after jamming, we were like, yo, we should start a project together. And then Reverser came into the fold through Catman, and that's where Tides is now. And we're opening up for Oompa August 8th. Which is
at the Sinclair?
At the Sinclair. That's
Okay.
that's going to be a big boost
That's
for
my
us.
favorite venue.
Yeah,
in the city,
yeah.
too.
And,
Shout out to Oompa.
Yeah, shout out to Oompa.
Yeah.
Also, yo, quick shout out to my crew, CCR. Quick shout out to my crew, Scope Apparel, keeping me fresh always. I know I'm not wearing any stuff right now, but you know, we on the podcast, so you can't see what I'm wearing. Oh shit!
Nah, they can see you.
They can see me.
He said they can see.
Anyways, but no. Back to Tides. Like everything kind of like just kind of happened. It was like almost like I felt like God was like, all right, man, you got too much going on in your head right now. You making beats. You doing this soulful stuff. I'm not saying that Bad Rabbits isn't soulful, but we have that edge.
Yeah.
And there's a certain level of edge that you can't throw on soulful music all the time.
Yeah.
Only D'Angelo can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like Tides comes in and we're doing this weird like lo-fi hip hop, soul, gospel, indie like mix of stuff, and it's kind of reminiscent to how Bad Rabbits started. So it kind of all comes to the fold. And also Christian is playing for Bad Rabbits as well.
Yeah.
So he's an unofficial rabbit too. So it's like
okay.
everything kind of comes full circle. So it wasn't like, this is separate from this. I mean, even though it is.
Yeah.
I mean, Tides will never open up for Bad Rabbits because that's just going to be weird.
Yeah.
But there'll definitely be collabs from both ends.
So is that part of the why you chose the name Tides? Like why is it called Tides?
That's a good question. Tides, it came up because I was always playing with the whole church idea, like us like being like us sounding churchy, paying your tithes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I didn't even think of that.
yeah,
But
but
it's
the way it
spelled
was
like
spelled,
Tides.
but it's spelled like Tides. So,
Yeah.
and then we started anagramming it because there's like 3 other bands called Tides, and so we have these not anagrams. What's it called? Acronym.
Acronym, yeah, you made it.
Yeah,
an acronym.
yeah. I don't know why I said anagram. We started acronyming it, and we had all these weird acronyms. Like there was one that Christian came up with that had my name in it, and like we always just mess around with. So we're gonna play on that for like merch ideas. But I feel like Tides, the original idea came from us wanting to be that psychedelic church that the blunt gets passed around at communion.
Yeah.
See, I can say that
Yeah,
because my mama know I smoke.
Yeah.
So, but like that's what tithes is. Is like
And that's how people do like pronounce it. It's like, yeah, paying my tithes.
Exactly.
Paying my tithes.
And I want people to understand like that's like the root of all this is just that soulful. Like we're digging deep into our soul to find that spiritual connection. Yeah. And I feel that music's spiritual.
It is.
And that's just how I feel. So that's where Tides comes from. But like that's how everything kind of links up.
Was Bad Rabbits signed to a
No.
major record label?
No.
So you guys were making all that
independent.
traction independent?
Independent.
Was it under your own company?
It was,
Do you guys have your own?
We have our own LLC, Eclectic Collective LLC. Shout out.
Yeah.
And Neck Punch Publishing. Shout out.
Yeah.
We had our own vision. I mean, Shield was the main guy for that.
Yeah.
I mean, we also had love from Karmaloop to help us move a lot of things.
Yeah.
Too. So shout out to Greg Selko if you're listening, bro.
Yeah.
Holla at me. But like, we did all of that off the strength of working with independent managers and things like that. We had management as well that helped us out with a lot of things.
So how does that translate into ties? So you have like a good foundation of kind of like how to move forward business-wise?
We know what to do and what not to do, and this is the first time I'm stepping out as a leader because I was never really consider myself a leader in Bad Rabbits when it came to the business side of things. I was only a leader when I got on stage, and when the music was played. That's the only time I viewed myself as a leader. Whereas Tides, I'm taking the helm of all of that, and I'm learning from Salim and Shield what they've done, and I'm taking what they've done and what they've not done, and learning from that. So I mean, it is a process.
So what's the biggest challenge like you faced so far in assuming that responsibility?
Getting motherfuckers to get on deadlines.
Yeah.
I mean, me myself. Like it's like we recorded a project and we're still trying to put it out, and there's a lot of stress behind that, and I called in favors to get a lot of stuff done, and you don't always have that to your benefit. So I'm also learning that the favors are a blessing right now. But a lot of people who are starting bands, like, you got to pay a lot of money to get things up and running. You don't understand. Like, a lot of people think it's just easy to just play a show. No, it's not. It is not easy at all. Tides has gotten our looks from people respecting Bad Rabbits, and we respect Bad Rabbits for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, we did this whole grassroots thing and I was like, oh, I'm doing nothing without, fuck Bad Rabbits. Nah. Bad Rabbits basically launched my career as a producer, singer, songwriter, all of that. I owe everything to those two guys, Salim and Shield. If they didn't get in my head and not teach me, but show me how to be great. Not even show me how to be great, but they saw the greatness in me and pushed me out of my shell. I wouldn't be here where I am right now. I'd still probably be in a room making beats, not sharing with anyone, and talking about why I'm not here.
And that's a great way to segue to our break, man. That's a perfect segue to the break. So we're going to get into some more beats in a little bit. Take a minute, man. Roll your blunt, get your food, get something to drink. We'll be back in a few minutes, man. Peace.
Yo, this is Eboane Aud, and you're now listening to the Beat Club podcast where producers are heard.
It's all good, man. Welcome back to the show, man. Hope you got your libations, got your weed, whatever you needed, man. We are back. Got Eboane Aud in the building. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling fantastic. It is nice. It's a nice day outside. It is raining, but I'm good. I'm very happy to be here.
The crazy thing is too, man. My daughter is like the huge Michael Jackson fan. Like, all we listen to is Michael Jackson in the car. So like there's layers. So I let her just go into her joints that she loves, and I'd always pull out deep cuts for her. And then so a deep cut this week was Liberian Girl. She never heard. So like I let her, because she wants to hear the same songs over and over again, and then every week I just be like, but I bet you never heard this one, Corinne.
Word.
And I pulled out Liberian Girl. She was like,
hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, daddy.
That's a great joint.
Yeah.
Great joint.
So yeah, she's been on that joint, and she's on I Can't Help It lately. Like, that's her joint. Yeah, that's her shit right now. Joint. She wants me to keep playing that. Off the Wall is her favorite album.
That's dope. Teach him young.
Yeah, you got to, man. That's how I was taught. You know what I'm saying? Got to teach the youth good music, man. They hear enough of the bullshit every day, and I'm not mad at the bullshit either. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that too. We need that.
Word.
I fuck with Old Town Road and all that shit.
Yeah, actually, I didn't.
I think
but
that's a
then,
good
but
song.
then I realized like the traction it was getting, and honestly, like it's a clean song.
It's a good song.
And all the kids are singing it, so I'd rather have those kids singing Old Town Road than You're Such a Fucking Hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I would rather that. No disrespect, all disrespect to Kanye West, but like, like I don't like that nigga no more. Yeah. But like, I guess like I see where it's going. Yeah. And as black people, we can't just keep on.
We make excuses. We make excuses for ignorant music.
Exactly.
Like,
you know, stop.
Yeah, like I mean, and just call a spade a spade. Like
exactly.
if it's some ignorant shit, it's some ignorant shit, and it's okay, and we like ignorant shit. But you know, we don't have to make excuses for it.
And
you
we
know
don't
what I'm
have to.
saying?
We don't have to like send like. It's funny to like post videos of your kids dancing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's like it's another thing where your kid is like literally embracing that to a point where it's like dangerous, where then they're actually acting unruly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't.
That's the only thing you feeding them.
Exactly.
It's just like it's just like feeding your kid McDonald's every day.
Your kid's gonna end up having some type of mental or health problem
Both.
because of that.
Both.
Yeah. So you just gotta. Yeah. That's just me.
Yeah.
Can I do a shameless plug real quick?
Go ahead.
Shameless plug. KenteKid.com. You can pick up Affirmative Jackson Volume 1. That's my beat tape. I got Volume 1.2 coming. The remaster. I'm gonna have a bunch of new beats on there, and then I got another project called Crisis Colored. That's gonna be coming out probably the end of the year.
Dope.
Which is all basically sample based production. That's gospel, and just gonna mess around with that. So yeah, just quick plugs to those.
Speaking of which, that's what we were just about to get into. Play a couple of joints, man, so people could get a feel for your sound.
I'm gonna go over there and pull up my stuff and see what I got.
Yeah, so we're gonna play Keep It or Cut It with your shit right now.
Oh, all right.
Fuck it.
All right. Let me go pull up some stuff.
His tone kind of changed just now.
Nah, man.
know.
My tone is here. My tone is here, y'all. I'm gonna play a couple stuff from my beat, a couple beats from my beat tape, and something from the battle, just for the people. And you guys can tell me what you think.
Let's go. Yeah, man. I'm excited about New York next week, actually, though. It's going to be pretty dope, man. All my people in the tri-state area, man, come through, man. Big up to Kelsey, man. Happy Father's Day to you, man. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Shout out to Mama Loops, man. We love you. Thank you for your support always.
Indeed.
Yeah, man. Happy Father's Day, man. You know, like, yeah, it does. Yeah, you definitely get involved. You still involved.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It's you know, some days I wake up, I still can't believe I'm a father. Honestly, man.
Shit, that's like once a week.
Yeah. For real. It's a bugged out thing, but it's a great responsibility, and I wouldn't have it any other way, man. Like I honestly don't know where I would be if I wasn't a father right now. No bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
because
I was falling off the deep end before my daughter was on the way. I was just not in a good place.
Yeah, they always come right when they're needed.
Yeah.
You start getting off track.
Yeah.
God, universe and God be like, boop.
Yep. Yeah,
get your shit right.
Because they're looking, you know. They're looking. They see everything, and it's dope, man. So big up once again to all the fathers, man. Happy Father's Day, man. Enjoy time with your children. Spend time with your children. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like real shit, man. Spend time with your kids, man. They're turning up and partying and all of that shit is cool, but when you look, you don't ever want to look back and be like, damn, I could have been I could have been with my kid fucking with this dusty ass broad.
and listen to your damn kids too, because they be telling you what's wrong all the time. My son tells me when I'm working too much.
Yep.
He tells me that shit.
Yep.
And I say, all right, cool. You want some time? I got you.
Exactly. That's what we need, man. So we got Eboane Aud in the building, man. You gonna play a couple joints?
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to make sure that y'all can hear me.
We good to go. We got audio check. Dimitri, you can hear him?
You playing right now?
Whatever I'm doing right now.
All right. Let's go, man.
Ebony.
It's cool. But where the vocals, B? I thought you was gonna be singing and shit. Like, what's up? Like, is there a hidden track? Like, a B-side? Like, what's going on? I'm lost. I need them ad-libs, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Akodo.
Real shit.
Shout out to Akodo. Happy birthday. All right, you want me to go on another one?
Yeah.
All right.
There are really, at this particular moment in time, two sort of visions of America and about social change that are at war with one another. And these two particular visions of America and of social change are entirely incompatible with one another. They cannot coexist. One must die in order for the other to live. Make no mistake, there can be no compromise. There can be no playing nice. One must die in order for the other to live.
This one's from the battle. It's called Jollof Slaps.
Jello. Yeah, because you know the vibes I got on that last joint was like I felt like the on the Anderson out, like, and not his most recent out. His most recent one's actually really fucking crazy.
It's funny that you say that. Me and Anderson know each other.
Yeah, but the album before, the one that Dre mixed all the records on, I could hear it. Like it felt like that vibe, some shit I could hear him on, which in turn I could hear you on.
Word.
Yeah, man, good shit.
Well, so
out
of all of those, what would we keep or what would we cut?
I would cut the first one.
I feel like the first one probably needed Catman. Just come in, drop some keys on it. Like, that's it. Like,
that's really it. Yeah, it was a dope foundation.
Just some little, like,
yeah. It was a good foundation, but it needed some progression for me.
Word.
And your cousin was right. She was like, "Hey, what the fuck going on, man?"
She's like that on a lot of my stuff. If she doesn't like it, she'd be like, "Yo, why aren't you singing on it?" That's how it makes it better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that beat was like I was in like this little simplistic mode where I just wanted that 2/4 to the floor Dilla style type shit.
Yeah,
got you.
And I just let that rock, and it just sounded cool to me because I was just messing around with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see that being the weakest one. So out of all those, that's the one you would trash, and everything else you would keep.
Yep, I'd keep both, and then the second one was my favorite out
Okay.
of all three.
Yeah,
Okay.
the people are saying cut the first one, keep the others. The last one sounded like some Busta Rhymes shit.
Hey.
Last one was the best.
All right. And see, but the funny thing is that sticks with the same. I'd use the same formula on the first one I did on the last one.
Yeah.
Where I literally it's the same drum beat. So
yeah, but
again,
some like grooves or melodies stick more than others, you know.
Exactly.
And then the bass line was present on the last
Yeah, the
one.
bass
That
line
was
was-
the difference. That was the complete
the
difference.
bass line was present,
Yeah.
and also the drums were a lot louder.
Yeah.
And like the funny thing is that first beat I made that years ago, and where I was not like I was in the midst of my hearing problems.
Yeah.
And now like everything is kind of loud and up front with my drums.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
So, what we gonna present him with, man? You're gonna get less time than most people.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, you're gonna get less time.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I know you're ready. I know you're ready for this.
All right. So if you go on the hard drive, right?
Yep.
Go to the producer sample chop folder.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see something called Caesar Frazier Summer Breeze.
I'm about to turn that into
That's
a
what we
wave
gonna
file,
give to
and
you.
then I'll be back in 15 minutes.
You gonna play it?
Yeah. Can play from here, Dimitri.
Cool. Want to reach? As a vegan man, the only thing I've ever missed is cheese, man. That cheese smell good as shit.
All right, here's the sample right here, man.
He's ahead. He's ahead of you.
All right, we good now.
Goods. Mm-hmm. We gave you the goods. Now what you gotta chef that shit up. So yeah, man, we're gonna get back into these beats while my brother Eboane Aud chefs that joint up. Who was the artist name? You said that was
Caesar Frazier.
Caesar Frazier. Okay. All right. Yeah, man. Just
You
tuck,
gonna- you
tuck
gonna
that
get a
mic
taste
to the
of the-
side. Get that out your way.
You're gonna get a taste of the stew right now because we got music blasting.
Yeah,
while you
music's
creating,
gonna be
so.
blasting right next to you. Hope you got a good pair of headphones over there, sir. you got the professional stage shits with him.
What are those,
Smart guy.
Shores? Yep, I got them too.
Yeah.
Threes. I got the old ones. So.
All right, man. So we're gonna get back into these beats, man.
All right.
Who we got up next?
So next up we got Niche. It's Niche Beats with
Yeah.
What is this? Chris
Yeah, I guess. Chris TNA. Maybe this is some soca shit.
Yeah, probably.
All right, man. Niche Beats with Chris TNA. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
So that's Niche Beats with Chris TNA. How we feeling, man? Anybody cutting that beat?
No, I'm not cutting it.
Keeper,
Yeah.
nice bounce.
It was right in the pocket
Yeah.
for what it was.
Yeah, that was good. I could hear the record. My only critique is I definitely would want to hear some low end. I do want to hear some bass. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it wasn't a bass line, just even the kick, like having like a sub bass under the kick, or just some more low end.
I actually definitely agree with
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that is missing. Like, even on the drops, like just hearing one note come in would have been dope. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that sounds like a keeper to me. That's an easy keep it. Next up.
And we haven't seen this name in a long time. Next up we got Christianity
Christianity, what up, my brother?
with OK N-word.
All right, nigga. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Yeah, man. I think that's a unanimous. Keep it. I don't know. Yeah, across the board, man.
100%.
And I'm going to nominate that for Beat of the Week.
100%.
Yeah, I think everybody probably be in agreement with that. Super soulful, yeah. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. So who we got up next, man?
Next up, we got D. Professor with Heaven.
All right. Everybody want to get to heaven. Shout out to D. Professor. Beat Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Yeah. Skip all that extra.
Yeah,
That's the
man.
key.
That's it's that easy,
that
people.
one.
It's that easy.
Second half of the show.
Yeah,
sounded
man.
Real good,
We just had to send Duo over there for the fire to come through over here and shit. So hopefully some fire come back from over there later after the show and shit.
All right.
So who's up next?
I'll be cruising now. Let's see. Next up, we got Epic Taxis, and this is called Bali Grunge Beat.
Okay.
Haven't seen
That
this
Bolly
name in a minute.
grunge. Is this that Bollywood type mix? We'll see, man. Keep it a cut at Beat Club Podcast. Let's get it. Anybody cutting this beat?
Hell no, that shit
Hell
was
no,
dope,
that shit
man.
was
That's
fire.
like some Pootie Tang theme music, man.
Yeah. Sound like
That was
some
dope.
Yeah,
Japanese
it was definitely.
anime.
It was definitely. Yeah, exactly. Yep, I feel you on that. Yeah, I just like the fact that it was some different type shit, man. It was a different vibe, different bop, and we all was rocking with it here in the studio. So yeah, man.
Three-peat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I like this pace we keeping. Let's keep this pace. Yeah, Axel Foley music. Exactly. Exactly. Skyline. Exactly. It did. That's exactly what it felt like. Some old Beverly Hills Cop 2019 version, man. But I like the pace. Like somebody, the right MC, man, would kill that shit. I could fuck with that.
Hell yeah.
So, who's next up?
Next up, we got DJ Paimon. I think we said his name wrong the last time. I think I said it wrong just now.
DJ Paimon?
Yeah. And this is called Victory Season.
Yeah, man. Keep it or cut it. Let's go.
Paimon, give me a dope beat like.
The Beat Club.
DJ. I heard he said his name on the show. Was it Paimon? Paimon?
Might be Paimon.
Paimon?
I'm not sure.
DJ Paimon with Victory Season. Flip the next episode joint. What's going on, man? We keeping that shit? We cutting it? What's up?
Yeah, that's a keeper, man. Usually, I would tell people stay away from shit. To me, the GOAT. Dr. Dre touches.
Yeah, I kind of I wanted to hate that so bad, but I couldn't. And it was a cut at first, but like Marin said, that kind of made the stink face on the second part of that, man.
That second part is actually what I heard in the beginning. I was like, oh, he gotta bring in. I heard the bass. I was like, yep. And he brought in the other elements. I said, all right, cool. I'm rocking with it. Damn.
I'll throw that a keep, man.
Yeah, that's a keep it.
Yeah, I'll keep it. If the switch didn't happen, I probably would have cut it because it didn't really do anything different in the first part. But yeah, the second part, you could tell that was actually the flip. I get it. I feel like he probably kept it the same at the beginning so we can know what sample it was and get a feel for it, and then drop the wild shit. You know what I'm saying? So for that, I'll definitely keep it. It's a good flip, man. Especially that second part. Yeah, man, keep it. That was dope, man. I feel like I missed the drops on that one too because I was trying to see what the fuck was gonna happen next.
4P, okay.
Yeah, man. We've gone 4 in a row.
All right.
We got up.
I don't think I've ever seen this name here. This is Sincere 1994 with Freesia. All right, man. Sincere 1994. Freesia. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
'Cause
The Beat Club.
Yeah, man. So that was Sincere 1994 with Freesia. How y'all feeling about that?
That was cool, but I thought it was a little too repetitive. I liked it sounded like a SP joint. It was cool, but compared to what we were just listening to, I wouldn't keep that comparatively, I guess.
I was trying not to penalize it because of that.
No, I know that. Maybe that's why, but you know what I mean? I thought it was a little too repetitive, man. I like the vibe of it though. So that's a almost keep it for me, but I'd have to say cut it.
Yeah, I'm actually safe keep it. I feel like it just needed a couple change ups. Like a couple stops or just, I don't know, something creative just to break up how repetitive it was. But overall, the vibe was dope. Foundation really dope. So
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep it. I thought it was a good slap. I heard it. It felt like a beat tape beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I just, that's the realm I was listening to it in, so I could hear it, you know, coming between another beat on a beat tape, playing for a minute and 30 seconds, off to the next joint. Yeah, it was a good vibe. That's definitely some shit I could clean my kitchen to.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a good vibe.
you know, exactly. I wash the dishes and shit to it and just and have a good bop. So I'm gonna keep it. So it looks like that's gonna make the cut.
Keep it.
Is that a 5P?
You're on Mellow Island over there.
I'm
Yeah.
an asshole for that one. My bad. Don't beat though. Just I didn't.
No, I feel you.
Wasn't
I
enough
feel
going on
I
for
feel
me.
where you're coming from. Especially it could have came off underwhelming based off the past
True.
4 beats.
True.
But I'm gonna make it a 5P. And who we got up next, man?
All right, next up, we got Zen Dragon, and he named this Mario Kart Dreams. This shit better be fire.
Yes, man. Mario Kart Dreams by Zen Dragon. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it.
The Beat Club.
All right, man. That was Zen Dragon with Mario Kart Dreams. How are we feeling about that, fellas?
I actually kind of like that. That was fucking an outer space shit, but like that was I had fun with that actually, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to keep that one, man.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
I actually felt the same. Like
Yeah.
it was a lot to process, like they said on Facebook, but there was still that bop there, and
Yeah.
I mean it was creative for his style of music. It was creative to me.
Yeah, I heard the bop. Like at first, I was a little confused at the very beginning, but then I caught on quick, and I was like, okay, I actually hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear where even an artist could actually probably like fit in to it. You know what I'm saying? And it made, I don't know, for some reason it made me think of like made me feel like George Clinton, like somebody like
Hell yeah.
who sings like it felt like some.
Yeah,
Like the pace of it felt like Parliament,
yeah,
funkadelic type shit, like just some. So I don't know, man. I'm on the fence. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, but I'm probably gonna. I'll just cut it because I probably would have used my safety. I gave that away, so I'll stick to my guns. And with that being said, it's gonna get kept anyway. It don't matter what the fuck I say.
Yes, sir.
So that sounds like a.
Well, I thought there was gonna be a Mario Kart sample, but that sounded like a whole arrangement.
Yeah, it sounded like he used some sounds that
Yeah.
may be in the game.
You know what? It might have been a level. Now that I
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
think
like
about it.
I'm not like well versed in Mario Kart to know if it. That's why I asked you first. I'm looking at you. I'm like, yo, is this like?
I
a
automatically
level
thought, what's the level? I think it's Rainbow Road.
Mm.
That's what I thought of, but
Okay.
it could be the wrong one. I don't know.
These fucking video game geeks, man. I don't know shit. No, I fucked with I did fuck with Mario Kart, but I fucked with it during that era. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't like super into. I'm not super into video games like that. Period. Anyway, I play them, but
Yeah, I ended up buying it again for Switch. It's not the same when you ain't got your little cousins. And
yo,
shit.
that shit was the shit for 64 though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was that and 007.
Oh, 007.
You know what
was
I'm saying?
That
For-
birth.
yeah.
The,
Yeah,
the shooter, man.
the shooter game, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for
Facts.
sure. Yeah, because that's like the
Birthday,
I
man.
never got into like GTA or anything like that afterwards. But like that game, though, I used to kill it. We used to skip school and play that shit.
Yeah.
Like we used to,
Hours.
hours. Like we would not go to school,
Yeah.
or we would go to school for like the beginning of the day and then dip off. And we had my man, God rest his soul, my man Jordan. We used to be at his crib playing fucking 007, and you had the four. You could do the four, the four
Hell
man
yeah.
screens. Yeah, the 4-man shit. So yeah, we used to do that shit.
But if
man.
you used the short dude, you were an
Our
asshole.
job.
Yeah, that just wasn't like you don't do that, man.
Yeah, you don't do that.
You had to crouch to shoot the guy.
Yeah.
ain't fair.
That's crazy.
Nah, that was some bullshit.
I remember that shit vividly, bro.
Yeah, we always hated that dude.
Yeah.
He's an odd job.
So yeah, man, it looks like we got through all our beats today, man. We was moving the groove. We kept a lot of shit.
Yeah, towards the end.
Yeah, towards the end, man.
Damn,
we went on a nice run.
We kept everything.
And nobody
Oh yeah, right here.
nobody the beat I picked the Christianity beat for beat of the week, but the beat that came right after it was pretty tough. Anybody challenging? Any challenge going on, or you still sticking with the Christianity joint?
For the sake of hearing them again and just giving him, a couple extra minutes or whatever, let's pair those up.
Yeah,
for the
man.
battle. Let's do that now. So was what number
12 and 13.
Cool, Dimitri. All right, cool. So first up is Christianity with OK N-word. All right. And the second one was by D. Professor, and it's called Heaven.
think I think I'm gonna stick with the Christianity joint myself. But that second one is super dope, especially when that different snare comes in towards the end.
I feel like for the sake of being well produced, like it had great elements and transitions in it. The first one,
Okay.
it progressed like real dope. So I'm gonna go with the first one.
Okay. All right, man. Eboane Aud, man.
You mean like, am I done? Am I limit?
Your time is up.
About to drop the bass line down.
You about to lay the bass? Yeah, we out of time.
All right.
Just do it later. You already know.
You can do it live.
Don't be scared.
Nah, I'm definitely scared.
Don't be scared. It's only
okay.
puzzle. No,
You can do it live. You can do it live.
Bass.
We're not doing it live.
Believe in you, man.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
You still had a little bass from the sample too. I think
Yeah.
that, kind of gave it some low end, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it gave it some low end, but
Listen, man, stop beating yourself up.
nah, I'm not beating myself up. I mean, I'm proud of myself for what I pulled out.
Yeah.
Good.
But the thing about it is, the bass line that I had in my head
Yeah.
was
would've took
going
it
to
over
bring
the
that
top.
shit full freaking circle, and it would have covered up a little bit of the off timing that I had there.
When the hook
Because I don't
part came
quantize.
in,
I don't
yeah.
quantize samples.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing for me. I don't like to quantize my samples. I like to like mess with them raw. Like,
Same here.
not that I don't know how to tune or quantize or anything like that. I just don't like doing it because I feel like it's a cheat,
Yeah.
and I'm already cheating already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that it takes away from the natural sound of music. Like
Yeah.
I don't quantize any music.
Yeah,
The only thing I quantize is drums,
yeah.
and sometimes I don't do that either. But yeah, man, give it up for Eboane Aud, man.
Madonna said that means thank you and treat. I'm going to Ghana in November. In December, so I'm trying to brush up on that.
That's it, man.
But yo, shout out to my mom, shout out to my little brother, shout out to Bad Rabbit, shout out to Tides, shout out to my clique, CCR, and shout out to Scope. Thank y'all for having me. Shout out to y'all. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Happy Father's Day to my father, Fred Bwakshin or Foriata. He's the G, and he's about to get his steak and shrimp, and we're gonna have some fun tonight. So turn up.
That's what's up, man. And let the people know how to reach you, man, on the socials and all of that as well.
On the socials, it's Aud underscore Fredua. That's AUD underscore FREDUA. That's AUD underscore FREDUA. That's how you can follow me. KenteKid.com if you want to pick up any of my projects. BadRabbits.com if you want to pick up any of my merch. And Scope Apparel as well if you want to pick up any of our future merch that's coming. So there's everything. Scope Apparel too is another frequent. So if you want to check that online too, it's Scope Apparel at Scope Apparel underscore, I believe.
All right.
All right.
Yep. Dimitri, man, let's get that number 12, man. Christianity. Beat of the week. He handling business back there, man. Shout out to Dimitri, man. Shout out to the Go Network for having us as usual, man.
Thank you, Go.
You know, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Everybody out on Facebook, Twitter. If you're on beatclubpodcast.com, thank you for listening live every week. But the podcast is up every Tuesday on all streaming platforms. Y'all already know what it is. We appreciate you. We thank you. And like I always say, man, love is the answer and the cure. Make sure you check in on your loved ones. Let them know that you love them at all times, man. Don't wait for no bullshit to happen. Do it right the first time, man. And I mentioned the shows earlier. Beat Club Podcast Live. Next week, Sunday, June 23rd, we will be in NYC at Pianos. That's on Ludlow Street in the Lower East Side. Doors open at 9 p.m. Y'all already know what it is. $10 to get in. Free to sign up for the Open Producer Showcase. Shout out to Grand versus Flames Emoji Beats. Shout out to E. Ness versus Machine Pad Manny. Shout out to Balin, who's going to do a dope set. And shout out to our feature panelist and guest, Milk D from Audio 2. That's going to be really, really dope. And also Saturday, July 27th, we will be in Durham, North Carolina at the Pinhook. Doors open at 9 p.m. Y'all already know what it is. And it's a little bit different for that show, actually. We're doing $10 in advance, $15 at the door. So it's in your best interest to get your tickets in advance for the show at the Pinhook, Saturday, July 27th. I will announce those battles when we come back from New York. And yeah, man. Avi, how you feeling, man? What you want to say to the people?
Good. I just got one line, man. That's be present. Gift your presence. Plain and simple. Apply that to everything.
I mean,
shit. So, just because I'm on the Go Network right now, I'm going to say this, man. Shit.